Eru presents The Polite Act of Drowning, written by Charleen Hurtubise and read by Ina Marie Smith. Chapter 1. Michigan, 1985. The beach is full of teens from the city. Two girls make their way down the hill toward the lake. The clean white edges of their bare feet trample the dune grass. Up and down the beach, the sun is beginning to leave a lacquer over uncovered flesh, spreading up legs and over hips, following the curve of breasts above bathing suit cups. It is the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. The beach at Kettle Lake State Park has only just opened for the season, and these girls are as bronzed and burnished as most of us will be by the end of the summer. Still, the edges of their feet remain white. When they reach the hot sand, they glide through the crowd and claim a portion of beach with two reflective blankets that flash in the sun. I watch them from the shade of the only tree near the beachfront. Aunt Rita slaps bologna between two slices of bread and stacks them on a paper plate. She calls to her sons, Gabe and Albert, and to my brother, Sammy. Her boys leap out of the trench they have dug further up the beach. They snatch their lunch from the plate and jump back into the hole. Aunt Rita walks to the trench and hands Sammy a sandwich. My sister, Hare, sits beside me. Our towels straddle the line between shade and sun, sand and stubble. Hare is 17, exactly 362 days older than me, not even a full year between us, but her breasts have been full and round for 2 summers now. She folds her arms over them, as though she carries a secret under her shirt. My swimsuit sags on my chest. Goldenrod yellow. That's what Mom calls this color. You're athletic, Joanne, she always tells me. You're tall, like my own father. I can't help feeling that my lack of development is related to something I have done, or failed to do. Out front, the two girls splay on their blankets. The scent of their cigarette smoke and coconut oil drifts toward us. They pass the bottle between them, rubbing the oil down their thighs and into their tight calves. I strain to hear their conversation, catching only one of their names. Everything else is a dull mumble. Kathy is the girl in the black string bikini. I watch her shin bones glint in the sun until I feel the weight of Hare's stare. A flush passes through me. I look away from the girls, out across the waters. The town of Kettle Lake springs out of a fold along the curved edge of this bay. It belongs to the Great Lake, a lake so vast it feels like the sea. They are an unsettled force, these waters, an ever-changing vista. Today, sunshine fractures the surface into dazzling clusters of light, and the water comes alive. A boundless plain of mercury rolling like wind through wheat. The wind shifts. 2 boys stroll past. One is tall with gangly arms, the other stout with a broad chest and shoulders, which give him the appearance of a 1-gallon gasoline can. They stop and stand in the girls' sun. Kathy flicks her cigarette out past them and inclines her head. They move on swiftly down the beach. We didn't even want to drive up to the big lake today, especially not with Aunt Rita. Heat and the scratch of sandpaper underneath my window woke me earlier than usual this morning, beads of sweat already pooling on my upper lip. I pulled on my shorts and crept outside, sliding the screen door soundlessly along its track. I sat down on the step to watch my mother work. Soft trills of a robin in the lilac bush carried across the yard. Turpentine, strong and sweet, spread from her rag onto the breeze, opening the pores in my nose. She tipped the can again, filling the cloth, rubbing it across the surface of a dresser drawer I had helped pull from a dumpster in the city. The paint blistered and curled on contact. She scraped it off in a long run like dirty snow under a plow. When she spotted me sitting idle, she sent me inside for the first load of laundry, sheets, towels, shorts, Dad's blue mechanic shirts. I knew what lay ahead for the day. A constant cycle of hanging up and taking down in the hot air. When Aunt Rita pulled up in the red bus, it felt like a better
Sample complete. Ready to continue?